That's that's the trip for you. Let's back up a second. After a long Montana winter, I had an itch to go on a warmer adventure, so I drove down to Utah's Canyonlands. I'd park my truck down at the Colorado River, load up my bike, and ride about 50 miles up the beautiful North Wash Canyon, and then across the desert at the base of the Henry Mountains. Eventually, I'd reach the trickling headwaters of the Dirty Devil River, where I'd stashed my canoe earlier that day. I would spend 4 nights in the Dirty Devil Canyon, paddling and slogging through 80 million years of sedimentary rocks, enjoying beautiful scenery and a physical challenge that keeps this canyon truly wild. So I got to the takeout, and I loaded up and checked out the steep climb I had ahead of me. Then I recorded a bunch of terribly shaky video with loud wind noise, and I enjoyed the ride. It's a good start. Well, I made it up out of that climb way down there. That was the hardest part of this ride, and it wasn't so bad. So good. This ride, totally freaking epic. It's awesome. Alright, 2 things that are awesome right now. A, those rocks, about the same height as the top of the rocks that were looming 1,000 feet above me at the Colorado River. And then B, snow-capped mountain peaks, baby! Ow! Made it to the top of the climb, pretty much all downhill from there. Well, I made it to the river. What a freaking day. Well, it's morning number 1 here on the Dirty Devil. Spent this morning kind of getting the bike situated better. And we're off. Ooh, it's chilly. Cows. All right, I've been paddling for an hour and 10. It's pretty nice here. Kind of a lot of the same, you know, it's like paddle a ways, look for the deepest channel. Channel dries up, and then you hop out, and then walk a little ways, pop back in the canoe. Probably popped in and out 30 times. There goes the geese. I think this young cow is like literally stuck in the mud here. I'm gonna see if I can't help it. Holy shit. Fuck, I don't want to get stuck. Spent 20 minutes with a rope and a paddle trying to help that cow out. And eventually I got one around its leg, but it just would not budge. And it seemed like it pretty much given up. So got him some hay, and that was kind of a bummer. And I'm gonna have some lunch because I'm pretty hungry. And keep on keeping on down this sweet canyon. Look at him bounce. Oh yeah. Ghost ride the whip, baby. Push. That rock. is awesome. Oh. Sorry, Rock. Tumbleweed. I figure if I just paddle about 9 hours a day, then I ought to be able to do it in 3.5 days. Check that out. All right, quick tour around campsite number 2. That's where I'm about to make dinner. Having pad thai. Got my water filter set up. My tent right here. And this cliff is just huge. Holy smokes. Good morning. I was so happy to see the sun this morning because it was chilly and I'm really not well prepared to get wet in the cold. So when I got into camp yesterday, I figured out where I was on the map, and I did not make it as far as I thought I had gone during the day because it felt like a long, hard push of a day. So I think the next couple days are gonna have to be big pushes to make it all the way back to the car. Or if I don't make it till Poison Springs until late tomorrow night, then it's gonna be kind of tough to make it back to the truck on the food that I have. So if there's ever a chance to really go for it, I gotta do that. It's just, I can't do it in the morning. It's just too cold. I'm really hoping the river's a little less braided and a little, has an obvious deep channel today. Oh my gosh, the sun is almost here. Yes. Sun! Ah! If you're wondering about the buckets, well, one of them I use to let the silt settle out of the water with, so for water purification. And the other one is where I do my business in the morning. And you gotta make sure to not get them confused. But let's see, I've been paddling for 40 minutes or so, and the water is way higher this morning, and it's awesome. And then check out these rocks. Holy moly. All right, we're moving. I'm gonna keep it going. I think I might be able to make up some lost time here today. Let's go. Na 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 na. Dun 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 dun. Check out that straightaway. Here's my little lunch spot. Making pretty good time today. It got hot, so I shed a layer. And this is a pretty good section of river to just float and put on some sunscreen. It's a penis. I was thinking, I thought I was enough of an introvert to be into doing solo trips, but this is day 3 all alone, and I definitely wish there was somebody else here, at least a dog, somebody to share it with. So I'm glad I at least am taking some video. Overall, it's good. I'm trying to not worry too much about the time and enjoy myself, because it is freaking beautiful and not a lot of people get to come to this place because it's pretty challenging. All right, I'm stuck. Keep on keeping on. And really cool rocks. All right, I can't believe it. I think we almost have a rapid here. Ah, what a lovely way to move. Extreme! Here's the big drop. Whee! Yes! This is pretty freaking rad. Just absolutely ripping! Yes! Feels so good after going so slow for so long. Totally killer afternoon. The river was just fast and moving along and running a couple little swifts here and there. Yeah, this campsite is just sweet. So I was looking at the map last night and I realized I'd camped somewhere interesting. So yeah, I woke up early and I'm gonna go check it out. And I camped here totally by accident. I'm just off for a jog. This is one of the craziest places I've been in my entire life. This is insane. I can't stop going into it. All right, if I do this trip again, it'll be at least 180% of whatever the flow was on this trip. So I'm guessing it's something like 200. Or take paddle boards. I think, at least in this section of river, a paddle board would be maybe the perfect vessel. Which is the only time you'll hear me say that. And I was like, what makes a river versus a creek or a couple trickles going down a valley? And I think a river, in order to be a river, some reasonably sane human has got to want to put a boat on it. Definitely after lunch today, the Dirty Devil River lived up to its name. Can't say as much for the first day and a half. Arguably it would have been easier to just throw everything in a backpack and walk along the bank. I'm excited for today. Gonna make myself some oatmeal and coffee and see how far I can make it. Look at camp. So nice in here. Settled. Look how much dirt is in one bucket of Dirty Devil water. It's a lot of freaking dirt. Well, the sun's now up, and I was a little off on my prediction of where it would be. I was really hoping it would be in that dip over there. That bank over there got sun probably 25 minutes before I did, but it's warm now. And we got sun going over all the way over there too. Sweet. I'm ready to head on down. Oh, beautiful. I'm excited. Been running a bunch of super bony little class 1 minuses today. Like I said, super bony. Ooh, all this water's coming under this thing. Ooh. That's crazy. Nice. Ooh, cool little ledge too. Float it? Yeah. Oh, too soon. That was cool. Not bad. There it again. Some geese just sent it down this rapid up here. Let's see how I can do. Cool. There's just tons of rock above me. Well, it got a little bit windy and cold, so I pulled over for lunch. Get a little more sugar in me, a little caffeine, and more beef jerky. Cool little spot here. This freaking salt on the ground is the craziest looking thing in the world. That view is cool. Feels like we're really deep in a big canyon. Which I guess we are. Look at these rocks just sitting on top of their little pedestals. Huh. That's awesome. This is a cool little spot right here. I'm chasing a goose again. These dill pickle sunflower seeds are so good. Look at all this. So cool. A real rapid. Yep, way too bony to run. I made it to camp pretty late that night, and the sight wasn't all that great, but I still had time for a quick hike overlooking the river and to dry out my feet before a tasty, hearty dinner. Oh my god! I'm at the bridge! Yes! What an epic last day. This is just insanely beautiful. Even with all this silt down in here, it's like crazy, and the river's super easy paddling. Yes! I'm gonna keep paddling now. Alright, I've been running like continuous class ones with like twists and turns through this teeny little crack in this silt here, and it's freaking exhausting, and it's too crazy to not film. I'm just like worried I'm gonna jam the bow in somewhere and then end up like stuck like sideways, because it's skinnier than the length of the boat by a lot. It's like 4 feet wide. The lower Dirty Devil was inundated under Lake Powell with the construction of the Glen Canyon Dam in 1963. Lake Powell's dropped 100 feet since the year 2000 due to a drought and increased downstream water demand. This channel cuts through the deep layer of silt that was deposited into the reservoir. The shores of the silt banks are covered in dense, impenetrable thickets of invasive tamarisk and thorny tumbleweed. The freaking Colorado River! river! Woo! Oh my God! Yes! Yee-hoo! Holy smokes! This section of river was one of the more interesting paddling experiences of my life, but the hayduke inside of me couldn't help but curse the dam and wonder what it was like for the 1,000 years before we tried to subdue nature into doing our bidding, without realizing the temporary nature of our structures and energy use. I wondered too if these banks would be washed away in a few floods, or compacted into stone lining a canyon of the future, a lasting marker of man etched in geological time.